Good morning, children. Children, today I am going to take social for 10th class. Chapter 12, the world during the world wars. So the Treaty of Immediate cause on June 28, 1914, Bonsen Sir assassinated the Crown Prince Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Hungary, Austria asked Serbia for the explanation on this. Austria declared war on Serbia after the unsatisfactory reply of Serbia on 28 July 1914. So this was the immediate cause of the First World War. As Serbia was on the side of Britain, France, Russia alliance, they came to support it. Germany and its group also decided to jump into the war in support of Austria. So this was called the First World War. The countries which were participated on behalf of Austria were known as Central Powers, whereas the other group was called as Allied Powers. The countries which participated to support Austria, they are called as Central Powers, and the other groups are called as Allied Powers. So Central Powers got upper hand over the Allied Powers in the beginning of the war. So the Central Powers hand is upper hand on this Central Power. So Central Powers got the upper hand on the Allied Powers. Due to internal revolution, Russia, the Allied power, withdrawn from the war by making treaty with the Germany in 1917. So on the other hand, US also jumped into the war on behalf of Allied countries when German troops sunk its commercial ships Lusitania in 1917. Thus Allied powers became victorious in the war. The Treaty of Versailles 1919. After the First World War, many discussions and treaties were done. Britain and its three allies imposed the terms and conditions of the treaty on the defeated powers. The Austro-Hungarian and Ottoman Turkey empires were dissolved and broken up into small nation states. So the German Empire too was broken up and replaced by the Democratic Republic. The Ottoman Empire was replaced by the Republic of Turkey, and its colonies in Africa were divided among the victorious powers. A large number of new countries were formed like Austria, Hungary, Yugoslavia and Estonia, Latvia, Finland, etc. The Treaty of Versailles imposed heavy penalty on Germany both in moderate terms, and in Germany had to pay indemnity or compensation to the victorious allies and its territorial terms. It lost a lot of territory to France and other countries. The League of Nations 1920, the Russian Socialist Revolution in 1917 and 1917 to 1922. the League of Nations was the first ever international organization which was formed as a consequence of the Treaty of Versailles. It was established on the 11th of January 1920. So it was formed to prevent wars by trying to settle disputes through negotiations. So it was trying to stop the disputes, trying to stop the wars by through the negotiations, ensure disarmament or reduce manufacturing of arms, etc. It also sought to work for the development, labor welfare and health. It had about 58 members. It had limited success initially but failed to prevent the Second World War. The Russia's socialist revolution. The Russia was ruled by the Tsars emperors in early 20th century. It was a vast area of land spread over two countries. So it comprised several nations like Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, many countries. The livelihood of the most Russians came from agriculture. The main livelihood for the Russians are the agriculture. Often there were struggles between peasants, feudal lords and control over land. The feudal lords owned most of the lands and most peasants paid rent. Paid rent for the land they titled. Then there was a World War. Then in the World War I, a large amount of food was supplied to the war front during the war. This led to the shortage of food in the cities. Also because they are supplying the food for the people who are participating in the war, so the shortage of the food has been started in the cities. On March 8, 1917, around 10,000 women of the capital St. Petersburg took out a procession demanding peace and bread. So the women started to do the procession. They started the procession and the procession is about for peace and bread. They are not getting food because the food whichever is there is supplying to the people who are fighting in the war. So a bigger revolution took place later in October 1917 and it was not spontaneous. The rebels and aristocrats ruled Russia after the abdications of the Tsar. They decided to continue the war to save the honor of Russia. These Soviets of the soldiers, industrial workers and people in rural areas were united by a group of Russian Communist Party called Bolsheviks. These groups represented the common people's power. The Soviets, the Soviets under the Bolshevik leadership seized power from the provisional governments in October to November 1917 and immediately took steps to end the war and redistribute the land. A civil war led by the white animals of Russian monarchists and anti-communist soldiers with the help of the Britain, France, USA and Japan was started. They was all defeated by 1920. By 1920 everyone was defeated. The Bolsheviks also announced the end of the Russian Empire and permitted the various nations under it to become independent. So most of the nations that came under the empire of the Tsar agreed to join the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic USSR, which was set up by the Soviet government of Russia in 1924. USSR began a program of planned economy development with its 5-year plan in 1928. This program had a twin policy of fast industrialization and collectivization of agriculture. The USSR inspired people all over the world, especially those who were committed to the ideals of the equality and national liberty. Many Indian leaders like M.N. Roy, Tagore and Nehru were also inspired by this. The economic depressions began around the end of 1929 and lasted almost till 1939 when the Second World War started. Initially, a stock market collapsed in the US, but very soon it affected almost every country. In America, as many as 25% people are nearly 33% people in many other countries were unemployed. So, Keynes urged that during economic decline, when demand decreases, the state should invest funds and generate employment, which will help people to earn money and demand goods in the market. So Franklin Roosevelt, who became the president of US, announced the New Deal. He also introduced the much needed social security system in the US. It established a permanent system of universal retirement pension, social security, the unemployment insurance. And towards the end of the Second World War, Britain also adopted many social security measures like unemployment, dole, sickness coverage, health schemes, child care, etc. The welfare state took care of their most elementary needs like food, housing, health, child and old age care and education. The state had taken on the responsibility of providing employment to the able-bodied citizens. Germany, which had huge war debts to be paid, started printing currency notes in large amounts, resulting in excessive inflation. German economy was the worst hit during the Great Depression. So by 1932, industrial production was reduced into 40% to its 1929 level. So in Italy, fascists did not allow anyone to conflict nor have different interests within the nation. They were against both communism and liberalism. Fascist movement shared certain common features like the worshipping of the state, a devotion to be a strong leader like Hitler, and emphasis on extreme nationalism and military conquest. Fascism used political violence, war and conquest as a means to achieve national revival. Next is Hitler and his Nazi party came to power in Germany in 1933. General Franco came to power in Spain after a long military campaign against the democratic state in 1939. Hitler promised to build a strong nation, undo the injustice to the Versailles Treaty and restore the dignity of the German people. So Hitler promised employment for those looking for work and secure future for the youth. Hitler promised to remove all foreign influence and fight all foreign conspicuous against Germany. So Hitler targeted minority communities like Jews and the main cause of all problems. Then he also attacked communism and capitalism, terming both of them as Jewish conspicuous. In 1928, the Nazi party had got less than 2.6% votes in the Reichstag, the German parliament. But by 1932, it had become the largest party in Germany with 34% votes. So Hitler came to power and immediately took steps to establish an undemocratic and autocratic rules. And on 3rd March 1933, the famous Enabling Act was passed. This act established dictatorship in Germany. Parliament, all political parties and trade unions were banned except for the Nazi party and its affiliates. The state established complete control over the economy, media, army and judiciary. Then Hitler also formed the Gestapo, secret state policy, the 55, the protection squads, criminal policy and the security service. Economic recovery of Germany was assigned by the economist Hjalmar Schacht. Hitler followed an aggressive foreign policy to recover the terrorists lost by Germany after the First World War. Then by 1939 he attacked Poland and this started of the Second World War. So under the shadow of the Second World War, Germany had started a Genonial War. Nazis devised horrifying means by killing people in gas chambers in various killing centers like Auschwitz. For Germany, the condition focused on them by the Treaty of the Versailles were salvaged. This created a aversive desire in Germany which led to the rise of Hitler and his Nazi party. Germany rebuilt its industries under the Nazi and developed a massive army and armament industry which could only be served by a war. The disastrous result of the First World War caused great social changes all over Europe. So all over Europe, peace movements became very popular. In Russia, a revolution took place in 1917, because of which Russia became a communist state. Russia became Union of Soviet Socialist Republic USSR in 1924. The immediate provocation for World War II was when the German tanks entered Poland on September 1st, 1939. Hitler thought that the takeover of Poland would be a small military operation, but Poland had a defense pact with Britain. Britain joined the Polish side and France also joined them a day later. This marked the beginning of World War II. The Second World War was between the Axis powers led by Germany, Italy and Japan on one side, and on the other side the Allied powers led by England, US, France and USSR. The USSR joined the alliance in 1942 when Germany attacked it. The US joined the war with allied nations when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor in 1941. The war ended in August 1945 when Japan surrendered after the USA dropped atom bombs on the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In early 1943, the German armies were defeated in the famous Battle of Stalingrad. In early 1944, USSR and Allied forces surrounded Germany, eventually captured Berlin, the capital of Germany. And then Hitler and his close associates committed suicide to avoid being captured and tried. The first half of the 20th century entered with the nightmare of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Hopes were also generated by the establishment of the UNO. A deadly race of arms and weapons, particularly nuclear and chemical weapons, started after the World Wars. After World War II, the colonies got their independence and several new countries were born across Asia and Africa. After a long struggle for political right like right to vote, British women got these rights in 1918. And the UNO works through organs like UNICEF, UNESCO, WHO, ILO, etc. This is what about the lesson, the world during the World War. So you will have to read the complete lesson, children. Full lesson, each and every line you will have to read it, so that you will have to remember all the dates and all names of the people who fought in the wars, all these things, each and every date, year you will have to remember. For that you will need to be read the lesson completely. So after reading the lesson completely, you will have to write the question answers which is given at the end of the lesson. Write this in your textbook. Lesson 12 and answer question answers. Writing class work. So after reading the lesson, write the question answers and send the photos to the school mail ID. Okay children, so we will meet you in the next class. Write the work and send it. Read the lesson. Okay children, bye.